Hi, this is Feng Chen, and I'm the owner and founder of Clickperbox. So, why you, as a business owner or your website, should have a Chinese version? Alright, the answer is so simple because you want to attract Chinese customers. It doesn't matter where your location is, right? You may be a local business in Canada or local business in Australia, okay? Or you are a brand owner. You're trying to sell your brand or service to people in China. It really doesn't matter where you are located. As soon as you want to get Chinese customers, then you need a localized Chinese website. There is over 1.4 billion population in China, not mentioned to the Chinese communities outside China, right? If you are let's say Vancouver or Toronto, it is not uncommon to see a lot of Chinese communities in the area. All right, so because the middle class of Chinese is increasing every year. The middle class actually means these people, the level of these people have a lot of purchasing power. Okay, so because of the fact like that, you as a business owner, I don't care if you are an international business or you are just a local business. Say you are a accountant, right? You got a accounting firm in Vancouver, Canada, right? You still want to attract Chinese customers as because this is what everyone is doing right now. There are many useful ways to market your business, to bring the message of your company to the population of Chinese. But you can check out my other services. We got a list of services such as WeChat, such as SEO and influencers. They all target the Chinese audience. But in this video, I'm gonna let you know one of the easiest and the very first step that you can utilize, to have your business to face the Chinese potential customers. All right. So this is having a Chinese version of your current website. If you are from Western countries, right? You just know how important it is to have a nice looking official website to to represent your company and your brand. Because this is one of the easiest way for any businesses to get new customers. Say let's say you are a local accounting firm in Vancouver, Canada, right? If you got a good looking website and your SEO is on point, there is no surprise that the people in the area will find you and then contact you as the new customers, right? This is exactly the same for the Chinese communities. Okay, so let's say I am living in Vancouver as a Chinese immigrant. Okay, I need to file my personal tax and I need help. And even say if I got a company, right, corporation in BC, then I'm gonna need extra services to file my corporate tax as well. Okay, this is something that I must do, but how I'm gonna search for company to help my taxes. Okay, so here's how it works. I will first go on Google, okay, google.com, and then I'm gonna search for Vancouver accounting services. Maybe I would type something like Vancouver personal tax, right? You get my point. This is what people are usually doing, right? But because I'm a Chinese, I would put this keyword, key phrase in Chinese, either simplified Chinese or traditional Chinese, okay? And then I'm gonna see a list of results coming from this key phrase. I'm gonna, take a look at a few of them, and then I'm gonna look at their website and to see which one has the best website that I can trust, and they have the best content, right? That can persuade me as a customers to contact them to take action on their website. I think this is a pretty basic customer psychology, right? So, but here is the thing. Let's say you already got English website, right, to get local customers in your area. Why don't you get a Chinese version of this website or of the same website, right? Isn't it gonna help you to bring up new a group of Chinese customers by having this Chinese version website? By adding a Chinese version on your current website, you're gonna get more potential customers who is the Chinese customers, okay, Chinese communities. You may be thinking, well, there's in our company there's no one that can speak in Chinese, so we don't have a Chinese customer service. We don't have guy who can speak Chinese to take the phone calls from these people, right? So I shouldn't have a Chinese version. This is not true, okay? Almost all Chinese, 90% of the Chinese potential customers, they do speak in English, okay? But if they have choices to speak in English or to speak their home language, most of them will choose home language, but it doesn't really stop them to use English to deal with, the local company. But on the other hand, by having a localized Chinese version of your website, these people, they would think your company is gonna be closer, okay, more familiar to them with them, and then they're gonna, feel more comfortable to do business with you. Let's make another scenario, okay? So let's say you are a health supplement company, okay? You develop your own formulas for your brand, okay? And then your target market might be the Chinese communities or the consumer or the resellers in China. Because let's say you are selling ginseng, okay, North American ginseng, then this is no doubt the biggest buying group is the Chinese, okay? So let's say you are doing something that Chinese really demand, okay? There's no reason that you don't set up your Chinese version of your website, right? Because how could you expect a lot of people can find you on Google in English, right, to do business with you? There might be some people from China who is using English to search for ginseng supplements, for example, okay, in Canada, so they can source the product from you. But this actually not many of them are doing this way, right? If you want to reach the biggest majority, biggest group of people who wanting your product or your service, you're gonna have a Chinese version of your website. So I think by now you get my point. You don't need to rebuild a website. Have a whole new website for the Chinese market to rework all the images, to rework all the content. No, you don't actually need that. You just need the Chinese version of your current English copy, and that's it. People can switch between different languages, and the beauty is that Google and Baidu, right, which is the biggest Chinese search engine that the Chinese use every day. These two search engine, and of course Bing.com, Yahoo.com, right? They're going to index your Chinese version as well. It doesn't have any conflict with your current English pages that has been indexed. In additional to the English page that has been indexed, you will get extra pages which is in Chinese on this search engine. So there is really no downside right, of it. If you are willing if you're willing targeting Chinese customers. Again, don't be scared to set up a Chinese version of your website because don't feel like, well, I don't have a Chinese customer service. I don't have a person who can speak in Chinese, right? So we shouldn't touch this market, right? Don't have an impression like that. A lot of Chinese, they can communicate in English. The point is that you want to make it so familiar to them, with them, okay? So when they search on Baidu, when they search on Google, there's a huge opportunities that the buyer can find your website, okay? So if you can think of this way, let's say you are a ginseng farm, okay? You got a ginseng farm and you only have an English version of your website. You consistently receive some inquiries from China, okay, that they want to buy wholesale, from you, okay. Then, to be honest, if you have a Chinese version website, they might be more people will be more able to find your company. Maybe you will get 10 times more buyers, and this buyer will pay more for your ginseng. Why? Because trying to think it this way, if I'm the buyer who is very good at English in China, okay? Let's say I'm a buyer from China and I'm very good at English, okay? My job is to make purchases from different sources all over the world, okay? Because of my advantage, I am gonna get the best price as I can, right? And then after I purchased the ginseng from you, I'm gonna resell it to those in China, the buyers or the resellers who doesn't speak English that well, okay? They can still speak in English. They just don't know how to research for company. They just don't know how to, initiate with this company. All right. So you get my point. By having a Chinese version of websites, you will skip those middlemen who is trying to, get the best price all the time. Okay. You are going to face the other layer of sub-sellers that they are willing to pay more for your ginseng or your any other product or service, right? So I hope that you get my point. So there's a lot of good benefits of having a Chinese version of a website, and I'm going to explain to you how it works and the process of it. First, let me walk you through how to place the order. Okay, when you are on this page, you will see Chinese website content localization, okay? And this is the service that we're gonna help you to set up a Chinese version of your of your current website. Then your website will have an option to switch between your current English version and the Chinese version. You are seeing one sense right now because it's a demo. Okay, first, click the Add to Cart button and then checkout. Once you are on the checkout page, put the coupon code if you do have one, your billing details, and of course, your email address. Please put a valid email address so you don't miss any emails from us. And then your payment information, and then place the order. Once the order has been placed, you're going to be directed to this page, a form page that we need to get the information to get started. You will also receive a URL in your email box. Alright, okay. First of all, we're going to need your website. Pretty straightforward. Let's say you are a ginseng company, right? So abcginseng.com. And then your website builder platform. We covers the majors one, but if you can't find any of them, just click other and then put it down below. So let's say your website is built by on the WordPress platform. Okay, so for some people who doesn't build their own website, okay, you may have a website company who helped you build a website 2 years ago. If you don't know how to grant us permission to log into your website to help you do the work, then just click no. Okay, if you do, click yes, because as I know, most of the business owner who in the Western countries like Canada, they know how to set up the website pretty well. So if you do, just put yes. Okay, so your industry or niche, ginseng. Preferred tone. Okay, this is gonna be consistent with has to be consistent with your current content, English content on your website. Let's say you are doing ginseng and the current content is has an informative tone. Okay, just click it, and then your target audience. Because we are not just doing a basic translation of your current content to Chinese. No, this is not what we're gonna do. Okay, what we're gonna do is that we will localize the content of your current content. Okay, so it's more than just translation. We're gonna use the terms, the way that Chinese say or read, on the Chinese version. So you should expect, more from that instead of just translation. Okay, so this is why you need to tell us your target audience. So let's say your target audience is those wholesaler, ginseng wholesaler from China. Okay, that's gonna be good enough because we're gonna know how we should, help you fine-tune your current English version to copywriting that is really targeting this target audience. Okay, attachment. Just upload any documents such as your Word documents or PPT, that can help us understand more about your copywriting. I mean your current content, on your website. And then additional information. If you have anything that is helpful, please write it here. Okay, the next one is contact information. Okay, so this is gonna be, just put a contact information here, and then this is gonna be between Clickperbox and you. Okay, this is not gonna be shown on your Chinese version of Chinese version website. Excuse me. Okay, and then click this button to agree privacy policy and terms of service, and then submit. Okay, so after the information has been submitted, our team is going to review it, and then we're going to let you know if we need further information. So say all the information is gathered, it's good. Okay, our team will be contacting you for the access to log into your backend, your website backend. Okay, so the process is very simple, but if in case you don't know how to grant us the permission, then we're gonna help you, assist you for that. Okay, the Chinese content, the localization work is gonna take our team about 7 days, 7 working days. Sometimes it's gonna be quicker if your website is more simple and have also depending on your industry. Okay, but sometimes it's gonna take longer. All right, so after the copywriting, the content, Chinese content is done, we're gonna send you an email notification so you can take a look at the draft, and then see if there is anything that need to be changed. After all content looks good, the next step is to start the technical part. Our technical team will be working on your website backend to set up the Chinese version. The process is gonna take 7 working days. But again, sometimes it's gonna be a little bit longer, sometimes it's gonna be a little bit faster, depending on the complexity of your website and your industry. Okay, all right. So, and then you may be asking, where is the language button, right? The switcher, the multilingual switcher button is gonna be. Don't worry about that. Our team will be working with you to choose the best place to set up the button. Okay? You may be thinking, is this gonna affect my current website during this technical part setup? The answer is no. Your website will function as usual during this period. Okay? So here is the reason. Our technical team, what we are doing is that we are just creating new pages so we can duplicate your current pages into the Chinese one. We tend to make the Chinese pages. And then because these pages are just too early to be indexed by Google and Baidu, right? So nobody is gonna find your Chinese unfinished pages during this period. And your current customers, when they go on your current website, there's no way, okay? No way that they can find any button to reach your Chinese version website. So during this period, you can just work, your website is gonna work as normal, okay? After our technical team has done the pages, okay, we're gonna send you a list of the Chinese version of the pages, the URL to your email. Then you can review every pages. Once you are approved, you are happy with the pages, and only then we will put the switcher, the language switcher button, activate. Okay, so this is how it's gonna work. Again, this is more than just translation. We don't do translation. We help you to localize your English content into the Chinese that it looks very familiar, with what the Chinese seeing every day. Some company, when they set up their Chinese version pages, they will use translator tool, okay? Or they might hire a local translator who is helping them to do the English to Chinese work. Okay, so here is the situation. When you use a translator tool, most of the time, almost 100% of the time, okay, it is not readable by Chinese, okay? They just can't understand fully what you are talking about because, it's actually sound pretty awkward, okay? So sometimes the sentence just doesn't make sense. The word, the terms that you use, it's just so funny, okay? So if you hired a local translator, it's gonna be a little bit better. At least it is gonna be readable, okay? But here is the thing. The translator, she or he has never done the marketing before, okay? What we are doing is that we are helping you to do the localization. Depending on your niche, your target audience, we use the term, the style of writing, the phrases that these people will buy the most, okay? And this is the differences between our work and the translator work. A translator is just a translator, okay? So if you want to have a real Chinese version website that can attract potential buyers, that can beat your competitors, then our service is for you. There are 3 benefits you as the business owner can have when you have a Chinese website. The first one is simple enough, you will get more customers. Okay, so the Chinese customers, they will just search your industry or your business in Chinese, and then they will find your Chinese pages on search engines such as Google, Baidu, and Yahoo. Okay, and the second benefit is that these people will find your company more familiar. Okay, and they will feel like it is closer to your company than your competitors that doesn't have a Chinese website. The third benefit is that, let's say you are a ginseng company, okay, then all you have been doing is selling ginseng to those Chinese company who is very good at English. Okay, these people are searching all over the world by English. Okay, they find English websites and then they buy from you, and then they resell this product to those who doesn't find your website in English. Okay, that English is not that good. Okay, so by having a Chinese website, you will find there are lots of people, the reseller, the importer in China, who is willing to pay more to buy from you, because these people, they usually buy from the company who purchased from you, right? The company that is very good at English. So right, so I hope that by now you get the point, the reason that why you as a business owner should have a Chinese version website. All right, so this is it. This is a very long video, and I really appreciate that take your time to watch all the video. And if you have any questions about our service or about our company, be sure to send us an email, and we will help you as soon as possible. All right, thank you.